So Kanye West and company sued over new slaves allegations. Plus, Bianca allegedly sent porn to staff. Um, Excuse me, this company sounds like the more that comes out about Yeezy, the more of a fever dream it seems to be an employee there. I mean, you got Kanye and Milo Yiannopoulos as your bosses. I mean, you're signing up for a full like goddamn Willy Wonka, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory type like wackiness, dude. This is like feels like every time someone has been shitty in the past decade, Milo has inexplicably been involved. Saw Milo's face in the article image and immediately thought, yep, this isn't going to end well. I guess Kanye is still out here parading around at the head of his politically incorrect goat rodeo. I like that. Politically incorrect goat rodeo. That's funny. Let's take a look at this article here, the TMZ article that's linked on the Reddit post. These beginning stories, just a little behind the scenes of how we organize this stream. These behind the scenes stories are like Sunday General's discussion, like the early stories. So these are stories I just found on the Reddit page, at the top of the Reddit page on like Sunday or Monday. Saw this one yesterday, and it's a juicy one. So we're gonna hop into it. Like I said. Let's see. Employees. Oh, that's the next story. Kanye West sued. Employees allegedly. This is the second Kanye lawsuit, and I'm sure he gets sued all the time, but like the second like highly publicized Kanye lawsuit in like 2 weeks. So Kanye West sued employees. Employees allegedly called new slaves. Bianca allegedly sent porn to staff accessible to minors. So Kanye created an app to promote his rap music, fostering a racist environment with brutal work conditions. This app that they're talking about is Yeezy Vision, I believe, something like that. Which I didn't even know was a thing. I wonder if it's still on so they're like developing this music app that's supposed to like rival Tidal and Apple Music, the streaming app. I just typed in Yeezy, see what comes up. Just Adidas shit. So I guess it's not a thing. Alright, so create an app to promote his rap music, fostering a racist environment with brutal work conditions, while his wife Bianca Censori sent porn videos to staff which were accessible to minors because they hired minors. The bombshell suit filed in a U.S. district court named Ye and his former chief of staff Milo Yiannopoulos as defendants. The suit alleges Kanye and company engaged in forced labor and cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment. And then this is the letter that Milo. So Milo stepped down as like the head of Yeezy, Yeezy something, I don't know, Yeezy like Kanye's Ye 2024 campaign or something. Like he was the head of Ye's political campaign, and then also like one of the heads of Yeezy. But basically he stepped down. I remember reading about this because of this sending porn accusation. Okay, so this was actually sent 2 months ago, so maybe I just remember this. I thought it was last year that this happened, but I guess it was earlier this year. Wednesday, May 1st, 2024. I cannot be complicit in the production or dissemination of pornographic films and literature for moral and religious reasons, but also because such material and the kind of people invariably involved in its production represent an imminent danger to my life as a recovering addict and an unacceptable risk to my spiritual and physical health as a former homosexual. Oh my god, dude. You gotta be shitting me, dude. Oh my god. Kanye, this is why Kanye's a piece of shit. The head of Yeezy, whatever the fuck, was a recovering homosexual, dude. Like, what the fuck? This guy is a clown, dude. This guy is a clown. And this is why I can't take Kanye seriously anymore. People are like, oh, Kanye, you disagree with Kanye's opinions, but you're not going to listen to his music anymore? No, that's not the case, dude. That's not the case. Kanye is a piece of shit, and his music sucks now because of it. And that's why I'm not listening to his music anymore. Kanye's a piece of shit, and he hires pieces of shit. He's hiring recovering homosexuals, dude. I mean, like that. Like, do I even have to explain it? Do I have to explain it? And this would be the same if it was like a recovering trans person. I would feel the same. It's the same shit to me. I mean, being gay and being trans are different, but they're the same level of like, we should accept them, and you can't. To call yourself a recovering homosexual is so degrading. It's so degrading and so undermines just like everything that gay people have worked for. It just makes you seem like a sleeper cell. Shit, dude. It's crazy. I tender my resignation. I will deliver an orderly handover by Friday, May 31st, 24, or the first pornography shoot, whichever is sooner. Wait, what? I tender my resignation. I will deliver an orderly handover by Friday, May 31st, 2024, or the first pornography shoot, whichever is sooner. If, at some time in the future, the company publicly and permanently abandons any plan to produce, distribute, or profit from obscene content. Oh, yeah. They announced Yeezy porn. And that's why Milo quit. Oh, my God. The two were accused of making false promises to pay their adult and minor employees and forcing them to work insanely long hours, which I've heard about that. I've seen Kanye talk to his employees. Some, I don't know if they're minors or not, but it doesn't matter. Because they were, what I saw was like him like just berating his employees about not working enough. When I'm suspecting they're expected to work around the clock whenever Kanye or Milo wants them to work, forcing them to work insanely long hours. They were openly mocked with racist jabs and called new slaves. It all started in the spring of 24 when Ye decided to launch Yeezy Vision streaming service app. Launched the Yeezy Vision streaming service app to rival Tidal, Spotify, and Apple Music. The suit says Ye wanted to avoid paying those companies to promote his new albums, Vultures and Vultures 2. It probably has something to do with anti-Semitism, not gonna lie. He probably his reasoning has something to do with like, oh, I don't want to give those Jews any more money or any more control over my music, I'm sure. So he and Milo allegedly hired an international developer group comprised of several black members, which also included underage teens as young as 14. What? An international developer group comprised of several black members, which also include underage teens. The docs say the employees mostly worked remotely, staying in constant communication with Ye, Milo, and their team by using digital and online communication apps such as Discord, Zoom, and Slack. In April 24, the docs say Milo promised to pay $120,000 to the developer group after they completed the app if they agreed to the work conditions and didn't complain. You agree to this? You don't complain, bitches. But things quickly went downhill. The suit says Ye ordered all employees to sign NDAs, threatening to fire the minors and refusing to pay them if they didn't. Can you force a minor to sign an NDA? That's a question I've never... Let's ask ChatGPT. Is a non-disclosure. Do you guys want me to? No, let me do it on here. It's more exciting if I do it on the screen that you can see. Did I ever add ChatGPT to my... No? Never added ChatGPT. Interesting. Okay. We need to put ChatGPT into my bookmarks here. Right next to Google. So what was I saying here? I was asking ChatGPT, is a non-disclosure agreement signed by a legal minor enforceable in a court of law in the United States? See, you gotta be very specific with ChatGPT. In the U.S., whether a non-disclosure agreement signed by a legal minor is enforceable depends on several factors. Capacity to contract. Minors, individuals under 18, generally lack the legal capacity to enter into contracts. This principle is based on the idea that minors may not fully understand the consequences of their actions or may be easily influenced. Exceptions. There are exceptions where minors can enter into enforceable contracts, such as contracts for necessities like food, shelter, and clothing, or contracts approved by a court. But this is specifically about an NDA. Voidable contracts. Contracts entered into by minors are typically voidable at the minor's discretion. This means that the minor can choose to enforce the contract or void it depending on their best interest. That must be nice. Specific circumstances. Courts may, and by the way, this is kind of true depending on how far you want to take it. This is kind of true if you've signed a bad contract for anybody. Voiding a contract. If you sign a bad contract and if you're willing to take them to court and follow through with it, if you have good lawyers, you can kind of choose whether the contract is enforceable or not, unless you signed a contract that ties your hands. But in that case, I don't know what to tell you. Specific circumstances. Courts may sometimes enforce NDAs signed by minors if the circumstances indicate that the minor understood the implications and freely entered into the agreement. Factors such as whether the minor received legal advice or whether the subject matter of the NDA is reasonable and fair can influence a court's decision. In practice, if an NDA signed by a minor is challenged in court, the court will consider the circumstances of the signing. Fair enough. Okay. Where were we? We're looking into Kanye. So he had minors signing NDAs and refused to pay them if they did it. Minor developers were also required to sign volunteer agreements. Then Ye's white managers, who oversaw the foreign and minority workers, allegedly used disparaging language to create a hostile work environment. In group chats, the Caucasian managers used harassing language toward the underlings in regards to their age, race, gender, sexual orientation, and national origin. So Kanye's fostering a team of fucking bigots, dude. Kanye is let me say that again. 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 Why do people wonder, why wouldn't you support Kanye even though he's come out as an anti-Semite and has said awful racist and prejudiced things? Because he is fostering a real team of real people that I lost my train of thought. He's fostering a team of real people in a real work environment that perpetuates racism, perpetuates bigotry. He's fostering a team of real people in a real space of bigotry. He is. And he's the most influential, famous person on the planet. He's the most influential, cool person on the planet. And that's why I can't fuck with him anymore, dude. Like, I'm not gonna throw my support to that. I don't care how good his music is. And by the way, I was the biggest Kanye fan in the world up until 2022, October 2022. I was the biggest Kanye fan in the world until October 2022. I've seen the man in person twice. One of those times was on the street, and it was the coolest moment of my life. In 2014. Summer 2014. I'll show you the pictures one day. I have them somewhere. I just gotta find them. This man is my biggest inspiration. Creative inspiration. The docs say Milo once sent a chat message with a black-brown skin emoji to an African-American team member while calling a younger worker a school shooter. The employees were also bullied into working long hours through the night without pay or sleep. Then, in late April, Ye announced he was launching an adult film biz called Easy Porn, with his wife Bianca sending one worker a file-sharing link containing hardcore sexual activity, according to the docs. So that's why Bianca was sending porn videos, because they're making easy porn, and just like assuming that the employees there are gonna be cool with it. Like, interesting. The minors were not shielded from viewing the smut videos as they developed Ye's porn app. Bianca is not named as a defendant. On May 1st, 2024, after an intense rush period to produce the app, the team allegedly presented Ye with one of the finished apps, but it's not clear in the docs which one. I got a text. Ye and Milo allegedly never paid the employees for their hard work, leading them to file the lawsuit. Wow. The suit is asking for damages for unpaid wages and overtime pay, as well as emotional distress. We've reached out to Ye and Milo. So far, no word back. Pieces of shit, dude. Like, just the worst of the worst. Richest people on the planet. Not paying their employees. Fostering a bigoted environment. Sending porn to minors. This is what you get with conservatism, dude. This is what you get hiring on conservative shitbags like Milo Yiannopoulos. And this is what Ye wanted. This is what he wants. And I don't care about your political leanings. This is bullshit, dude. This is bullshit. This is horrible, bro. And whether you're not, if you don't believe it, whatever. Look at the other lawsuit that his former manager filed against him. Look at all the other lawsuits. This Kanye is out, dude. He is out. It's beyond canceled. It's criminal. It's beyond canceled. It's criminal. Just like Trump, dude. It's beyond canceled. It's literally criminal. Bye-bye. Fucking annoying, dude.